tell the difference? I don't have to put it in my whole mouth now to speak. It picks up the voice a lot better. We spent some good bucks on it, but that's what it took to get us this far. All right, so for this evening, I would like to start out, and Richard is going to report to us on the status of the Bakersfield Tea Party goals. The leadership team established a set of goals, and Richard would like to go through those and report to you on our status.
Okay, the first goal I'm going to talk about is make a major outreach to recruit young and minority members. We haven't done a lot on this, but we have reached out to Harvard High School We the People team and invited them here. I talked to the advisor. It's hard to corral those kids once they finish that, and they weren't able to come. The next goal is to have a barbecue to support the Wounded Heroes Fund. We're going to go in fall on that instead of our original goal of spring. Another goal, place one of Rush Limbaugh's children's books in each elementary school library. I'm happy to report that we potentially have $1,200 to fund that, subject to the Community Action Drug and Alcohol Abuse group, who is disbanding, and they do have some funds available. It's not for sure yet, but it's quite possible.
That's a yes. I'm the treasurer.
That's a yes, all right. That's a board group. So that's wonderful. That's able to talk right there. And we thank your organization. And later tonight we'll be taking up donations for more books. We have placed books in a couple of libraries. I talked to the librarian at Old River, where 2 books have been placed. She's very excited about it and told me, Bill, there's no particular procedure we have to follow. And in fact, she told me one of her teachers is reading that book to her class. So this is a very good way to come from bottom up and get involved, get our philosophy there. Rush Revere series. Yeah.
I did respond to one of their Facebook advertisements. They said to Rush Limbaugh, we're talking about books.
Yeah.
I told them that we wanted to pay it to put a book in every elementary school in the county. I don't know how many there were, but they said that we could give them a list. It will give us a wholesale discount price.
Super. That's Rush Revere side, right? Okay, great.
I didn't know how many
138.
hundred schools.
138 elementary schools in Bakersfield. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. We're happy that we can get anything. Well, I wouldn't want to do Panama, Buena Vista, and Fruit Bay. We want to do every elementary school. This is how we can get conservatism and tradition in the younger group, especially if teachers don't like it, want to read to a class. Wow. Right. Capture their attention. Okay, another goal is to identify one member of the Bakersfield Tea Party who will run for a school board. And is Manny Ramirez here today? And Mr. Ramirez said said he would run for the Bakersfield Tea Party. He'd run for school board. You want to say a few words?
I'm not sure if some of you remember, but I ran for the city council last year against Lily Rivera. And through prayer, I'm still praying and deciding that I feel led to run for Bakersfield City School Board. So I ask you guys to keep me in prayer. well as our school district. God knows they need more conservative voices, people that have children.
We thank you so much,
What's his name?
Manny Ramirez. And I believe I can say that we will provide support to you, provided you know. We're really excited about it.
I sit down right here in front of you.
Another goal is join the California Tea Party caucus. Tom and I did that. We went to the Republican convention. Tom's going to talk about that more. I think you know the objective of the California Tea Party caucus is to take over the Republican GOP statewide convention. Regularly meet with Kevin McCarthy. Okay, we're not doing very good on that goal, but we'll work it. This is an exciting one. Identify one local tax to repeal and gather signatures to place a local measure to repeal the tax on the 2016 ballot. Where's Shar? Shar is leading this one.
This is a great time for us to get initiative on the ballot. We have chosen a surtax that was put on by the Board of Supervisors that we are going to go after. And I talked to the registrar of elections today, and I think that the number is, she has to confirm it with me, but I was given the number of just under 60,000 voters had ballots in our last November election. Can you believe that? 60,000, that's not and so she's confirming that number for me. We have to have 10% signatures, which will be so easy for us to get, I think. That would only be what, 6,000 signatures. I've got 4 ladies that have already volunteered to take the petition, to work on the petition. So we may be getting the tax repeal. We're getting it on the November 16 elections so that people can vote on it.
Which tax?
It's a surtax that's on our utility bill. Okay?
My advice to you is make sure when you run out, get the signatures, get twice as many as you need. Because I hate to get close bubbles, but I'm
Okay.
involved in that.
Okay.
Get
Yeah, I
twice as
figured
many.
we should get a little more than that. But you say don't.
I say do it.
Now, this is a tax that funds local roads. And some people like that, but we want to attack it anyway. Let them know we're here. And the other item was get 3 memberships to the state DOP convention, as promised by Shannon Grove and Kevin McCarthy. We failed on that, we only got 2. And that's our report on goals so far. We are going to need people to gather signatures on the repeal effort, so please count on helping out on that. Anybody have any other questions on goals?
Thank you, Richard. So this is our little Bakersfield Tea Party. We're trying to do our little part here on influencing our community and impacting change.
I forgot, there's one more thing, it's not part of our goals, but we know we had Bradley Deeds, the minister, speak at the Rock Black Man guy, speak to us last month. And we have sent a letter to 3 of the school boards of its current high school, asking them to invite him to the Kern County High School and let him speak and talk about his message of Constitution and God. I don't know how that'll turn out, but at least we're pursuing it. Yeah, Wounded Warriors Barbecue, we're going to have that in fall. I mentioned it. I need some people to help out, commit to helping out. There's a sign-up sheet down very good charity. It works with our local heroes that have problems because they served us. And so we need to help that group out. More on that later.
Thank you, Richard. So, again, just to reiterate, these meetings, we want them to be more than just coming here and being entertained. We want to make change. We want to grow conservatism. We want to do things here in Kern County. If we can repeal this tax, I think that's a big thing because we're all, you know, some interpretations of Tea Party taxed enough already, right? So